straight, never care.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the 15 Minutes with G Slack show. I'm your host, G Slack, Super Slacker, Slack the Savior, Slack your boy. And today I'm with a very special guest. He from back home, Metro Detroit, Michigan. He's gotten placements with Mick Ashhole, Glorilla, so many more names. Dude been going crazy these past couple years. One of my actual music friends that I've known from the past. We've done a couple sessions before. AyxKxnzo, what's good, man?
Man, what's good, bro? Appreciate you for having me on here, bro.
Of course, man. And like I said, we got a lot to talk about. You've been going crazy this last year. Tell me what was 2022 like for you, bro? Overall overview on the year.
Damn, that's a good question. Like, I guess when I started 2022, I wasn't really in Michigan. I moved away for a little bit, so it was like a little bit less motivating to be out of like the area with my homies and shit like that. But at the end of the day, I came back and all that. But music wise, it started off real slow, really slow. It wasn't really doing too much. I joined my boys in fan club. Shout out fan club. We were just grinding out, loops and beats, all that type of shit, all 2022. And the first half of it, first three quarters, I would say it really wasn't looking too good. I was kind of like, I don't know, just wasn't really motivated because I wasn't having any motion. But right at the fourth quarter, right in like October, November, December, all of that shit just started taking off, bro. I got hit up by the people for Glorilla telling me, yo, give me your information. And, we got the placement with her. And, I just been keeping that momentum all the way up until, even today going forward, because I got some with this dude, Shy EK, fire, and I got a couple more on the way right now. I can't really say too much, but it's on the way.
Bet, man. Well, we excited for everything that's going to be coming 2023, man. It's a big year for a lot of people, and it's really going to separate those who really with it and those who not applying the pressure. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. Yeah, that's true, bro.
So talk a little bit about how you started with this. I know originally, I believe you came up with your brother, right? Shout out Flacco.
Yeah, shout out Flacco.
You know what I'm saying?
Flacco.
Y'all two, he was the rapper, you was the, producer, engineer, making beats. Was that the dynamic always?
Nah, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Uh, Damn, this is dating back to like when I was 15 years old. That's when I first started cooking up. But then I was like, man, this shit's too complicated. Let me just do this as a hobby. And I started rapping with my brother. This shit was fun as hell, bro. But one day I was like, man, I really want to get into the beat making and all that shit. So let me figure out this shit real quick. But I still kept rapping with my brother because that's always gonna be it, bro. It's all love there, bro. So I was always doing that with my bro because it's fun. But one day I was like, let me start taking this producing real seriously. And I decided to like actually go for it, make the right connections, meet the right people, collaborate and grow with people with the producers and all that. So that's when it ended up popping off for me. So that's where I found the most success at. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro, I'm not really the best rapper. Bro. I can't lie, bro. I'm kind of trash. But when it comes to the producing, I'm him, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah, you cold with it. I will say I done been in hella sessions with you, bro. Got beats on deck, ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have you ever been in a session where, you come in as the engineer, everything ready to go, you know what I'm saying? Beat loaded up, and then the artist just come in on nothing, on bullshit.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's happened a few times. I'm not gonna say names below because everybody has their own creative process, but it has been more than enough sessions I've been at where the dude was just, not on it. Sometimes people came in there for fun, and if it was for fun, that's all good. But sometimes people were like, had these inflated egos and shit. And they be like going into the session talking about, oh, I got this, bro, don't worry. And then they just rap straight dookie buns, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah, and I mean, you as an engineer, you're able to see really what it takes to make a cold
Oh yeah,
song. You know what I mean?
no,
Like,
that's facts. Yeah,
does it happen a lot where, somebody will come in with a crazy concept, say they got it on lock, and then it take them 2 hours to do one verse?
yeah. It happens a lot actually. But at the end of the day, sometimes that's just the process, you know. Sometimes you really want to get this one thing right and then you move on to the next thing. But I don't know, sometimes it really depends, you know. Because if somebody comes in with it, you know, I'm not gonna be mad if somebody comes in with all their lyrics written down, ready to go, all that stuff, and then it takes them a while to get it just right. Because as an engineer, it's my job. Well, as an engineer, it's my job to make sure that you know they get what they envisioned. So if I hear a take that I didn't like, I tell them redo it, and we're gonna redo it as many times as it takes until we get that take right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So do you prefer doing, I don't know, like vocal EQ and touch ups and things like that on the mixing end, or do you prefer making beats?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I kind of stopped engineering. I don't hate it, bro, at all. But I don't like to. I don't like the recording part. You know, the recording part is what I just can't do it, bro. It takes too long for me. Um, Mixing and all that, that's you know, it's fun, but at the end of the day, producing where I can just be fully creative and play out melodies and all that, that's you know, that's where I like to be at.
Yeah. So you do a lot of loops. Is that something that like I don't know, kind of amplifies and makes it easier to practice doing specific type of sounds?
Yeah, I'll definitely say it does. Another thing is like for me at least, that I make loops. Bro, I'll be making all types of stuff, you know, and that gives me a wider, like I'm casting a wider net to my connections to get places with certain artists and stuff. So that's really a good way to like get my foot in the door, and you know that's what I did. So
So how long did it take from the moment that you started, making your own beats and producing your own stuff to really getting reached out to by other artists around the community, in Metro Detroit where we was at?
Metro Detroit, oh, that's a good question. Uh, well, I started taking it seriously in 2020, like producing and all that. That's when I really started like, yo, I gotta really get into it, you know. And I'll say it took me up until I started working at the studio. Shout out Parallel Sounds, bro. They got it, bro.
Yeah, shout out
Um,
Parallel, shout out
yes,
Phil.
sir. Shout out Phil, bro, for real. He's a real one. But I say up until I started working at the studio, I wasn't really, except for you know me, my boys like Christian, Flacco, you know, people like that. That wasn't really on my beats like that. But as soon as I started like really working at the studio, some of the artists I was talking to them, I'm like, hey man, if you ever need beats, let me know. And I said, you know, I played them out for them and stuff. They told me to send it through, so it's a good way to make connections for sure.
So I see you got a McAshhole placement. Was that for well, I forget what song it was. The Can You Rap Like This, or like the
Oh,
impersonation? Was that
no,
what the
no, no.
I had to ask.
No, yeah, definitely, bro. I would have been, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that would have been crazy though. But no, it wasn't. It was me and my boy. Shout out Calabasas. We had I ain't gonna lie, I haven't even heard it, but I know it's there. Um, but he was telling me like, dude rapped on it, he exported it and all that, and we're just waiting for bro to release it. So, uh, you know, any day, I don't know when, but it'll get dropped soon, I guess.
We
Or
waiting
one
on it. We
day,
waiting
bro.
on it.
Yeah, just waiting on it. Yeah.
You ever pick that guitar up behind you?
Oh, bro, I play all the bro. I be going crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I go dummy. I got an electric here, another electric there, and an acoustic right next to me.
How long you been playing that for?
1 year, yeah, 1 year now.
Only 1 year and you got two of them? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So any instrumental experience before that?
You know, I played French horn in high school and middle school, and you know, I've pretty much been playing piano for ever now. But yeah, that's you know, I've always come from a instrumental background, I guess you could say.
So when you working with like a new collaborator, for instance, I'm somebody that, if somebody don't got no musical background, I'm gonna look at them differently until they can, prove something to me. Are you somebody that looks at it like that too?
Mm, I mean, damn, that's a good question. I don't know. I honestly say like I feel like at least on a networking standpoint, if somebody asks me, hits me up like, "Yo, you want to collaborate?" Of course, I'm gonna look at their page to see if they got some fire shit, or if it's mid, you know, I won't even respond because it's just not worth my time to respond at that point. Um, but you know, I don't really think it would be a proven of themselves to work with me. I'm not really on that type of shit. You know, I'm still just getting my foot in the door and all that. So I'd say I'm down to collaborate with anybody as long as it's, it's good music, and you can tell if somebody has good music based off their social medias, if they're posting music on their socials, stuff like that.
So I know you probably get a lot of requests for, beats and loops and things like that. How do you weed out kind of the ones that you like, I don't really want to lean that way. I don't want to give this person my craft, and the ones that you really finna put some work and time into?
Well, I'll probably look at it from like my mutual friends and people that I've already collaborated with. I'll see if somebody new comes up and hits me up like they want to collab. I'm more inclined to work with somebody that my colleagues have worked with rather than somebody that I don't know. Because business wise, I don't know how they move and stuff like that. So you really can't trust it. But if it's my boy's friend, I'm of course I'm gonna collaborate with them because I know like if they're cool, then they're a good person.
All right, so you did a whole lot of streams last year, man. 1.8 million across all platforms. And
Yes,
as
sir.
somebody with a following that you have, what's it like to, have natural occurring numbers that are that high, but actually have, the credits backing them up also?
Well, I'll say it really like I really got that mill just in November and December, just in the very last quarter of the year. Um, from the Glorilla placement, and then I got I got a good amount more from Shy EK, and then some other minor, some smaller artists. I won't say minor. That's fucked up. No, I'll say smaller artists. I got some plays from them too, but that's really just from the fourth quarter of 2022. Really, it was pretty crazy though to see like when I saw those numbers, I was like, oh shit, this shit might actually work out, and I'm only gonna move up from there, bro.
Yeah, and it really shows how quick it can turn around, especially in the entertainment industry. You know what I mean?
That's facts. Yes, sir.
So that's why I always be telling all these young people that starting out, you got to be consistent because it could happen like that one day where you in the fourth quarter, you know what I'm saying? You might be about to give up, and then something crazy like that happens.
Yeah, bro,
So
that's exactly what happened.
who is the first, like, I guess, big or not small artist that showed you love?
Damn, that's a good question. Uh, I say my first major place, like my major placement, was with Glorilla. That was the first major placement, and I've gotten placements with artists, with some local artists and stuff like that too. I think my first placement was with my brother. Yeah, it was with my bro. My first placement was with him.
Since you from Metro Detroit, man, just like me, what is your take on the, I don't know, advancement of the Detroit trap scene, bro? Do you think we going up? You think we're kind of staying stagnant right now?
I think it would go up if people didn't just do the same sound. I fuck with the Detroit sound and the Flint sound and that, you know, more, just as much as the next person, but it needs to be a bit more, how Atlanta is, they got all types of sounds, as far as hip hop and trap goes. But Detroit is like always that, that Flint sound, that Detroit sound. I'm not knocking it. It's perfect, bro. It sounds good, but a little bit more variety would go a long way, you feel me?
Nah, very true, man. Speaking of Atlanta, I did an interview earlier today of a dude who does like horrorcore screamo rap in Atlanta,
Oh yeah,
and
yes,
he was
sir.
explaining on how even out there, although like trap is the main like subgenre, like it's pretty much everything. Like it's so widespread and spread out, and that's why they doing so
Yeah,
good as a hub, as a city. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
That's
Detroit's not
exactly
really
right.
like that.
Mm-mm. No, it's not. It's the Detroit Flint sound, and I fuck with that sound a lot, but a little bit more variety would go a long way. You feel me?
So, what is your favorite type of beats to make? I know you can make, you can throw down a cold piano beat, but what's your favorite thing to
Yeah.
make? What kind of mood?
Damn, I ain't gonna lie like that. Well, lately I've been making nothing but like pain shit, like that. That rod wave sound and that 2C sound, just that piano pain, guitar pain. Oh shit, what happened? Oh yeah, my bad.
You
All
good?
that piano pain, guitar pain, stuff like that. That's mainly what I've been working on lately.
Okay, so what was it like working during the pandemic at Parallel? Because I talked to Phil a little bit about it, and at first I assumed that it kind of brought y'all business down, but he said that y'all was actually going way crazier during that time period.
Oh yeah. Well, for me, I mean, I was just an intern at the time. Uh, But so I can't really say from personal experience from what it was before, but from what I experienced, it was bumping, it was popping for real. Like it was a lot of sessions going on. It really didn't slow anything down, the pandemic, but fuck the pandemic, honestly.
Nah, for
That
real.
shit
Fuck the
sucked, man.
pandemic. That shit was horrible. I
That
remember
shit
when
was
I was
trash, bro.
I had so much shit lined up for, months during that year, and then that pandemic shit hit. Couldn't nobody go
Nah,
outside, couldn't see nobody, you know what I'm saying? It was down bad, bro. It was down bad
for
for
real.
a while.
That shit was trash, bro. I hated that shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I said big G slack, give it straight, never cap. Smoke an eighth out the pack, that's a blunt down the hatch. Don't play fight, I play smash. Rest my head up on that ass. I know she gon' get attached once I start blowing the back.